July 1st for hockey fans is insane. With all the craziness, with players flying off the board at free agency beginning, the Leafs have lost. I've counted 3 guys, and they've gained 1 to this point. And that is right winger Ryan Reaves from the Minnesota Wild, obviously a free agent going into July 1. And a guy, God, I'm trying to dissect this and spin positives, but also caution the other side. Because for a 36-year-old, giving him a 3-year deal is quite scary, especially for a guy who's not the fleet of foot. Not like he's just coming off a 50-point season where he's looked phenomenal, looks like he's been never better. He's 36-year-old Ryan Reaves, who, let's be honest, isn't the quickest guy out there on the ice. He's not a guy who's going to score a lot of goals. He'll probably be plopped there on your 4th-line wing. And he's making not $900K, not $800K, not $750, not doing the Jason Spezza, Wayne Simmons, Mark Giordano treatment. He's making $1.35. And that's the part I'm like, oof, that's a lot of money for a guy who's not going to be putting points up on the board for you. And I'm sure he's going to do other things to help you, and we'll get to that in a second. But for that money, it's a little wary. And watching Ryan O'Reilly go to Nashville at 4.5, watching Luke Schenn go to Nashville at 2.8. Now, look, let's be honest. Leaf fans, let's be real about it. Were you expecting Luke Schenn to get almost a $3 million contract for 3 years with the Leafs? No. You just weren't. So he goes to Nashville, and then Justin Hall goes to Detroit at like $3.4 million for 3 years. So you've lost 2 defensemen, you've lost your 3rd-line center or your 2nd-line winger, however you want to look at it, or your 2nd-line center if you've moved JT to the wing, but whatever the case may be, you lost some great players. You've so far just brought in Ryan Reaves to plop on that 4th line, and that still does not solve the depth goal-scoring problems. Like, sure, the Leafs have the core 4, right? And that's their main goal-scoring group. But you do need depth guys to win. You just do. How did Florida beat the Leafs? Nick Cousins scored an overtime winner. You need guys to be able to do that. And is a guy like Ryan Reaves going to do that? Hell, is he even going to play for you in the playoffs? I don't know. Because when things get tighter, I think, I don't even, did he even play for me? He played 6 games with Minnesota in the playoffs last year. Look, I'll tell you this. As a person who looks at contracts and looks at the money and the term and this and that, you're going to look at it and get a little hesitant. For sure. But as a fan of watching the product on the ice and entertainment, because let's be honest, that's what sports are. They're an entertainment product. You're going to love Ryan Reaves. He's a guy who's going to be in the locker room, getting everyone jacked up for the game. You've seen all the clips going around. He's a great guy in the locker room. Great. On the ice, he's going to be a freight train out there running dudes over left and right. And he's a guy if someone wants to fight him, he will beat the snot out of them left and right. That's fantastic. And it's a great character thing for your team. And it's a great, great thing to have. Do I like it for 1.35 for 3 years for a 36-year-old? Not so much. But we will obviously see how this whole thing plays out. But for Ryan Reaves, obviously he's laughing all the way to the bank. He's making 1.35 to play on the 4th line of the Leafs and beat the crap out of people. I mean, he's doing all right. He's doing just fine. Now for the Leafs, they got to keep back on the drawing board. They got to keep going, whether it's via the trade, which again, we don't know what that's going to entail. I'm still trying to keep an eye up here. If there's anything jumping out at me, nothing as of yet. But they need work to be done. You lost Ryan O'Reilly. You've now lost 2 defensemen. 2 guys who were integral parts. I love it or hate him. Justin Hall was a big part of this team. Right? And he was playing almost every game. He was playing big minutes. He was playing penalty kill minutes. Luke Schenn obviously was playing with Morgan Riley in the playoffs. And we all know how great that pairing looked in the playoffs. He's now gone. You got to find things now. Right? You just lost 2 of your right shot defensemen. That's something you want to talk about. You got Riley, Brody, Gio. You lost Eric Gustafson. Who else we got? I know I'm going to miss a guy. But Liljegren, I guess, as well. But even he was in and out of the playoff lineup. So they got work to do. And with the whole Nylander situation, do you move on from him? And God, I hope not with the jersey I got, please. You move on from him and get multiple assets. We'll see. I just don't know where this team is headed next, because they need to fix some holes. You don't have guys in the minor with the Toronto Marlies that are going to come up and just plop in your bottom six defensive spot and be fine. I just don't think you have that right now. So we'll see what Brad Treliving and the Toronto Maple Leafs staff have in store for us. But first signing is over. Ryan Reaves is a Toronto Maple Leaf, 3 years at 1.35. Love the player on the ice and love the entertainment factor we're going to get from him. But the contract and the length and the money, it's a little hefty for me. But we'll see how the whole thing plays out down the road, all right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and... I don't want to say are jacked up to see Ryan Reaves in a Leafs uniform and performing for the Buds this upcoming year. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the signing, not the game. And your thoughts on all the departures as well from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let me know everything down below. All right, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you guys not done so already. I'll talk to you guys Jays edition a little bit later on today. 3:07 first pitch at Rogers Center is the Canada Day game. Yusei Kikuchi and Cutter Crawford in Game 2, the 3 games set against the Red Sox. And for the love of God, let's find some offense there. As for the Raptors, look, I presume they're not done yet. And now Damian Lillard's requested a trade. Wouldn't that be something? That would kind of solve your point guard issue. But I highly doubt seeing that happen unless Masai Ujiri really sniffs hard and goes bananas. Because last time there was a big star trade request like that the Raptors pounced on, it was Kawhi Leonard, and they need a guard. They need a starting guard, and Damian Lillard, that would be something. One of my favorite players in the league, so I'd love to see him in a Raptors uniform. But, again, who knows what's going to happen there. And as for the Leafs, I'll talk to Raptors-wise, bottom line, I'll talk to you whenever they do something else, because they're bound to. And as for the Leafs, I'll be here all day talking Leafs. When they make any more signings, if there's any trades that happen, I'll be here to talk about it with you guys. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are excited to see Ryan Reaves in a Leafs uniform. Talk to you guys then.